everyone, welcome back to another video. We have got another Ohuhu marker video today, and instead of doing a 3 marker challenge, I actually wanted to do something a little bit different, but still very similar. So I wanted to do creating a character using only 3 or 4 colors. I think I'm gonna go with 3 just because, you know. Let's get into it. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear any sounds from outside, but during this social isolation, I just really need the window open, otherwise I will go insane. So, with all that said, let's get into it. Ohuhu were really sweet in sending me their new brush marker versions of their pens, and I'm super excited to show you guys my opinions on them because I have been using them recently and I love them so much. You guys know I love Ohuhu markers, so yeah, they sent me the skin tone set over here and just one of their smaller color sets over there on the left. And you guys know me, I've already done a little sheet. Ooh. Like, come on, we don't play around, guys, you know? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close my eyes and pick out... Actually, should I just pick out colors from here? And then... Or do I mix them all together? I think it's worth me mixing them all together, because then I still have a chance of getting a skin tone color. There we go. So I mixed them up a little bit, and now I'm just gonna close my eyes and dig right in there. Okay. So, number 1. Just gonna pop that here. Let's get one from this corner. Number 2. But now let's go with one over here. Number 3. Okay, these aren't bad colors. I quite like these. So we've got this yellow green color over here, GY4, and then we've got royal blue PB6 and turquoise green BG1. Let's have a look on the swatch sheet what they look like. BG1 is this like dark green color right here. PB6 is this beautiful little blue over here, and then we've got GY4. And then GY4 is actually very different to the color on the cap. It's actually this like lime green color over here. So I feel like these 2 colors are going to marry really nicely. And then we're going to have this blue on the side. So I'm already getting like earthly vibes, like very like earth kind of tones. So I'm just going to put all these pens back in their respective bags. And I've also decided, because this is a character challenge, I need shadings and stuff like that. So I'm going to allow myself like a gray color, like maybe CG04. Yeah, I'm going to get myself CG04 and CG04 and WG01. Where's WG1? Just so I can like overlay these on top of the colors that we already have, just to add like shadings and stuff like that. Here are our colors. I'm gonna get my sketchbook and we're gonna start swatching these and seeing what comes up. And I know I get this question a lot, and currently I am using the Tricky Wagon sketchbook. I'm almost at the end of it, but I really loved using this sketchbook. I don't want it to end. Let's start sketching out. And this time I'm not forgetting to put the piece of paper behind my my page. Okay, so I've got this beautiful green, this very beautiful blue, and this lime green color. I'm immediately getting like ocean vibes, like algae and earthly tones, so she's definitely going to be like a character based around that. Let's think about this. I think she is going to definitely have some sort of like mossy green hair, because I'm getting really big algae vibes. This is definitely going to be her skin tone. Because I always pick the lightest one to be the skin tone, because then at least I can layer on top of it and add like the face shapes. I get very intimidated by going in straight with a dark color, so definitely going to use this for the skin tone and then add these 2 colors on top to help me create shadows and stuff. She's definitely got like mossy green hair that kind of does this and whatever. What else does she have? She's gonna have some scales and stuff, and like stuff growing on her, probably. Definitely loads of leaves. Like, that's just a given. I get really intimidated doing these videos because I feel like my character design skills are really not up to scratch. I get really scared about doing these. That's why I am doing these, because, you know, I feel like I need to improve my character design skills a little bit. So, not a little bit, a lot bit. So, like, I've been watching a lot of Delightful's videos on YouTube. I recently got into Delightful and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've been really inspired by her, like, whole character design talent and just her ability to create designs based on concepts and stuff like that. So, I've been trying to brush mine up as well. She's giving me, like, a reptile-ish vibe. So, she's gonna have, like, maybe some reptilian eyes. Who knows? Who knows? Hadn't added like any accessories or clothing to her yet. I'm just kind of getting the feel for her first. So let's see. She could have like, yeah, she's definitely, we're still sticking to the mossy green hair, but I think I'm gonna give her like some sort of like a hairstyle to go with it. And this is a hairstyle I do a lot just to get hair out of my face. So I'm going to go with that. So her hair is definitely going to be this color. And then the blue, I was thinking for the, like, the scales maybe. And just, like, anything else she's wearing. Because, I don't know. I feel like the green is going to be a nice addition to, like, the hues. But I can't really think of any element to give the blue. I'm actually very tempted now to just make her hair blue and then use the green for all of the accoutrements and mix these two for the hair and then leaves, etc. with this color. Okay, kind of getting somewhere. I'm gonna give her like cute little horns as well because it kind of makes her look a bit more magical. I want her to look like really mysterious, like a little more close to like the mermaid vibes, but the creepy mermaids, you know. I'm liking this a lot. I'm now trying to make her a little bit more dragony. I'm getting the dragony vibes, and I'm giving her some more spikes everywhere because I felt that. Again, I've been really inspired by Delightful. I don't know if you can tell. I don't like these side ones. Yeah, I feel like she's like an earthly dragon kind of thing. So now let's do a little mock-up. We're gonna see how this is gonna look like once I've added all the colors together. This is always a very important step, just because it helps you visualize what colors are gonna be touching, if that's gonna work, and if you like it, if you don't, all that good stuff, you know? I can't wait to add gradients and stuff onto this because that's the main thing I want to try out with these pens, is see how good they are at like blending, and I forgot her ear, oh my god, blending and like doing gradients and stuff, because with the brush pens I feel like they'll be real nice. Okay, I already really like this. This blue is really nice, oh my god. You'd think that my street would be a lot quieter considering everyone on my streets has moved back home during this crazy time. But no, there's still people outside for some reason doing a very angry door closing of their cars. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And now for the leaves, just adding some colors here and there. And for her, I want to cover up her boobies, so I'm just gonna give her, for now, like a little, like warrior-like sort of thing, just to make it a little bit more cool than just like a little bralette kind of situation. I don't hate this, but what color should I do her eyes? I think they should be like a nice blue, bluish color. Blue, white. I think I'm gonna try and do that. Try and see how much of this I can blend. I want to give her hair a gradient. See how much of that I can blend. Oh, not bad actually. These are really nice for blending. This brush tip is like, oh, heavenly. We love to see it. Excellent. I'll zoom you in so you can see what I've just done a bit better. Sorry about that. I'm a bit out of practice. I'm gonna do it over on here, on this page. It's nice and clean. And let's begin. So the vibe that I was trying to go with here is that I wanted to make her like kind of buff-ish and like muscly and looking just like, you know, like a warrior would, like a little dragon warrior princess would. So I'm kind of making her look a little bit intimidating, but also still, you know, very beautiful because, you know, I always default to like a moody look. So that's what I'm going with here. Okay, so I'm gonna start actually lining this. Right, no, oh my god, what am I even on about? I don't line things, I don't like it. So I see it's been so long since I've done all this that I'm losing my mind and I'm forgetting my process. You guys probably remember better than I can. So if you've seen any of my other marker videos, you know that my process is normally sketch it out, normally with a pencil, and then I normally go in with a kneaded eraser, kind of pat off all of the excess pencil and graphite and make it really light like this. You can even swipe if you want, like, it depends. We're gonna get rid of it fully later, so. And then I go in with my Prismacolor little red pencil. So I really like doing this as my line art because it gives like a colored line art to my pieces, and also it's kind of faint because it's a pencil, and I just really like the effect that it gives. I don't know. So I'm just gonna do this real quick and I'll be back in a second. Okay, and once that is all done, I go in with my kneaded eraser again and just go in much harder to just remove all the graphite and the pencil, but we still remain with this like pinkish line art because Prismacolors don't like erase very easily, which is really good for these kinds of things. And yeah, if you need to go over something, go over it now. So now it's time to actually go in with the colors and start coloring in our little character. And this is why I always start off with a lighter color, because then at least if you do something wrong, you can always go over it with the darker color. Whereas if you start off with the darker color and you make a mistake, it's kind of there forever. So I always start off light, always try to, you know, get all my mistakes out in the first pass. and then fix them as much as possible. Oh, she looks like Shrek. Oh no. She's giving me like alien Shrek vibes. Hopefully when I get into the scales, it will look a bit less like that. Oh boy. These brush tips are beautiful. They're magical. I love them. I really recommend you getting these if you're interested in buying some affordable markers. They're really, really nice. Let's see, did I forget anything? Okay, let's go in with this one for the hair. And while I'm doing this, I just want to say I hope everyone's staying safe during these crazy times. Yeah, I'm staying at home. Hope everyone else is. I know it's very infuriating, especially because here in England, it's actually been really nice weather outside ever since this self-isolation thing started, and it's just like almost mocking us, you know? But, you know, I hope everyone's staying inside, staying indoors, staying safe. And, yeah, it'll all be over soon. Just hang in there, everyone. I'm trying to create as much content as I can while I'm at home, just so I can at least offer a distraction to people while this whole crazy thing is going on. Because I know personally, what I've been doing is just distracting myself as much as possible, just to keep my anxiety a little bit in control, a little bit, you know, in check. And I hope I can do the same for everyone else. So stay safe, and let's just draw some dragon princess people, ladies, and yeah. I can't get over how beautiful this color is. Like, this blue is really just captivating. Like, look at it. The camera doesn't do it justice. I promise you. It's like really beautiful and saturated in person. It's wow. I'm shook. I always find when I get comfortable with the markers and I just, you know, I'm just filling in, shading in the colors, it's like one of the most relaxing parts. It's like just, it gives off the same energy as just like coloring books, and it's just, it makes me very peaceful. I really enjoy it. It's like when I'm coloring in, especially like with digital drawing as well, because there's less, you know, stress as well. It's just like the most peaceful part, the most relaxing section of the drawing, I feel like. Does anyone else feel the same? This is like a very weird color combination for me. This is very usually not what I would go for, just because I'm a very big fan of like purples and stuff like that. This is a weird pull for me, you know? And just keep adding the flats until it's time to add in the rest of the shadings and stuff like that. Just realize her top doesn't really make sense because of her spikes, but you know what? We're gonna pretend like it does. Okay, so pretty much added all of the flats. I'm just gonna start adding all like most of the leaves and stuff over here. The good thing about these like brush pen markers is that making leaves is just so easy. You can just press down and okay. So now I'm gonna start shading in, and this is just a bunch of like layers of shading and just going in a bunch of times the same color and just adding a bunch of shading. So this is probably gonna be sped up, to be honest. Okay, so once I've done all this, I feel like I've done all that I can with the markers and the shadings. I always get to the bit where I'm like, I feel like I've done everything I can with the markers. So it's time to now go into my other favorite part, which is adding all the details with like a white gel pen and like my black pencil. Yeah, normally a black pencil. And this is where I just go in and add those extra highlights everywhere. So like in the hair and the eyes and just those extra highlights pretty much everywhere. And this really makes like things pop and stand out, especially when like markers bleed into each other. It can sometimes like remove details from places that you really wanted there to be details, and you're like, what do I do? White gel pen. That's my pro tip. Always have a white gel pen. It's like a miracle worker, especially with hair, because I always find it very hard to like make details in hair with markers, but that's just me for lack of practice and whatever. So I always make most of my hair details with the white gel pens, just like just adding a bunch of details like this. This is also a nice way to like make the scales look more like scales, so just adding like a little lighting on the side of the scales makes them look beveled and 3D and not just like little tattoos on her body basically. I also did go in with the gray just to add some more shadows and stuff, but again I feel like I've gotten to that point where there's nothing much more I can do with the markers, and I will have to go in with the pencil just for that extra opacity, because these are quite dark colors, so there's only so much buildup you can do, I think. I feel like going in later with the black pencil is really important just to get all those details on the eyes and stuff. Otherwise, it just kind of looks a bit unfinished to me. This is where I'll also do like the lashes and stuff, because obviously I can't really do lashes the way that I do them with markers, because they're very fine and precise. And then I'll go in with the black pencil just to add any more details needed anywhere. This is also where I will shade in all the deepest parts of the drawing, just to add that extra level of contrast, just because, again, I feel like I can't achieve it with the markers because they are quite dark colors already, and I can't really layer them as much as I need them to create those really dark spots in the drawing. This is the most satisfying part, I think, like in terms, like visually, just like seeing it all come together and seeing all the contrast starting to build and starting to look a little bit more finished. I just love that. Okay, and I think she's pretty much done. I'm just gonna clean up this page a little bit. It's a bit yucky around the edges with all the pencils and stuff. Okay, and here she is. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like what I've done, which is nice. Yeah, no, I like it. I think I did a good job. Yeah, I'm gonna try and color correct this as much as possible so it's like true to the drawing, because in real life it's a lot more yellow rather than green. So I'll see what I can do in terms of color correcting it so it's very true to form. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope I managed to at least provide some distraction to you. Yeah, it's been a nice little challenge. I'll definitely do this again. Hope you enjoyed. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.